AcuPower, we love automation because we've seen firsthand how it can transform a business. And this is one of our goals, to help your company automate and ease fundamental business process, which will lead your organization expand and advance much quicker. Watch the video till the end and learn what Acumatica Visual Workflow Engine is and how it can quicken and simplify your purchase receipt management, for example. Before you can automate a repeated process, that process needs to be carefully defined. What are the steps that need to be taken to complete the process? Who needs to complete them? What order do those steps need to follow? This carefully defined process is called a workflow. Acumatica comes with numerous predefined workflows for your business to gain an advantage with. Of course, the existing workflows might not be a perfect fit for your unique needs, which are probably changing and evolving over time. You need your workflows to evolve with you. Acumatica's Visual Workflow Engine enables you to customize your workflows to reflect your exact needs. The Visual Workflow Engine is powerful enough to transform your business and simple enough that it requires no coding. This is the visual workflow behind Acumatica's purchase receipts. You can see that a purchase receipt can exist in a state of on hold, balanced, or released. You can also see that some states can only be transitioned to from other specific states. By removing a hold, the receipt will enter a status of balanced. From the balanced state, the receipt could be placed back on hold or released. It is impossible to transition from on hold to released. It is also impossible to transition from released on hold or balanced. Functionally, that workflow looks like this in Acumatica. This on-hold purchase receipt can be removed from hold into a balanced state, but it can't be released. Once in a balanced state, the receipt could be released or placed on hold again. Once released, we will no longer be able to go back to either a balanced or held state. Now that the relationship between the receipt, visual workflow, and processing screen is understood, let's go back to the visual workflow to see how it could be customized as needed. For this example, our customization project will be adding an inspection step to the purchase receipt workflow. By creating a new customization project and selecting purchase receipts as the screen we would like to customize, we will be able to modify our purchase receipt workflow in a simple way. To begin, we created a new workflow called Inspect Receipt that is based on the existing receipt workflow. That means the new workflow will inherit many of the features of the previous workflow, saving us significant time. For this example, we needed to add 3 new states that a purchase receipt can be in. These 3 states have been called Inspect, Inspected, for those that would pass the inspection, and Failed, for those who would fail the inspection. For each state, we also created an action that can be performed with the purchase receipt screen in Acumatica, in addition to the actions that were inherited from the old workflow. We'll see how those work in a moment. Once the appropriate states and actions have been added to the new workflow, transitions between the new and old states are handled from the visual diagram. It's here that we can decide which transitions are available from which states. Recall in the previous workflow, a balanced receipt could be placed on hold or released. In our new workflow, we've removed transition from balanced to released and added a transition from balanced to inspect. This way, we can make sure the receipt always enters the inspect state, where it will either pass or fail. Failing the inspection would transition the receipt to a status of failed. Passing would transition the receipt to a status of inspected. The result is that for a receipt to be released, it must transition from the inspected state, which is only transitioned by passing the inspection. Here is how the new workflow will actually look from the purchase receipt screen. When a new receipt is in balance state, the user will be prompted to inspect the goods being received. After entering the inspect status, the user can mark the receipt either failing or passing. If the goods were to fail the inspection, the receipt would enter a failed status. If the goods were to pass the inspection, the receipt would enter the inspected status. Now that the inspected status has been reached, the receipt is eligible for release. Acumatica's visual workflow engine requires no coding to complete powerful customization projects. This no-code principle means that the power to transform your business is in your hands. When larger, more complex customization projects are needed, our team of experts at AcuPower will be here to help. Want to learn more? Visit us at acupower.co.uk today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.